Welcome back to another episode of our travels here in Oregon. If you're just joining, you may have noticed a small change in scenery from the many episodes of the past. For the next few months, Shelby and I are calling Oregon home as her work schedule has placed us here in the beautiful landscapes just south of where we used to be in Washington State. While it may seem like a good chunk of time for exploring, our window of opportunity to get out while navigating a hectic work schedule will certainly deem a challenge, though nothing we aren't ready for. While here in Oregon, our goal is to experience as much as possible given the winter elements that early 2024 still presents. So, let's get the gear packed and head out for where the roads will take us. There was something truly incredible about being able to walk behind a waterfall. Seeing it from this perspective brought an entirely new appreciation and one that kicked off our weekend exploring on the right track. So much so that time may have gotten away from us, as the initial total of a 2-hour hike ended up being 4 hours while we didn't even make it halfway on the trail before needing to turn back so we could find camp before it got dark. Needless to say, it was hard to leave, though I feel that's going to be the theme for this trip. Alright guys, welcome back to another episode here in Oregon. Absolutely beautiful start to the weekend. Shelby and I got out and did some incredible hiking, checking out some waterfalls, which was absolutely amazing. We went from there to finding a nice dispersed campsite here along a river, and thankfully we found one, which is awesome. We struck out last time on the first episode for those of you who saw that. So we're making up for it this time. I actually had to walk up the road here a little bit from the car so I could record this because the river is just so loud. So it'd be nice to fall asleep too, and just a good change of scenery. So we're gonna get camp set up. It's kind of minimal at that, but we're hungry. Dinner is right around the corner, and I think nothing beats hanging out Riverside and enjoying some good drinks and meals. So let's get that all situated.
Hello. It's nice and cozy.
It is cozy.
I don't want to get out. It's cold.
And this is the worst part about waking up when you're nice and warm in your sleeping bag. Is getting ready, making coffee, and embracing the cold weather outside.
So you're gonna go make breakfast and I'll stay here?
Oh, I guess I'm on breakfast duty. Oh, cool. Here we go.
With only the second trip of sleeping inside the Jeep, I'm quickly finding how much I enjoy it. Not only from a better gear management standpoint, as mentioned earlier, but having one less item to set up or dry out after a getaway. On that note, a few of you have asked about condensation while sleeping inside. Honestly, it's hard to completely mitigate, but I'm finding that keeping the windows cracked, allowing airflow, has certainly helped. I've also been using these elastic bug net screens that go over the rear passenger windows to help keep critters out and airflow in. So far, it's all been working quite well, though stay tuned for a future review video going over all our new sleeping arrangements. Well, good morning, everybody. Falling asleep to the river last night was amazing, albeit it was a really loud one, so I couldn't do any voice talking to the camera. So I'm sure when I get to editing, it's just going to be natural sounds and maybe some music. But for this morning, before we head back home, since it's just an overnight trip, we're thinking about going to see one more waterfall that's kind of sort of on the way back home, since it's so beautiful of our blue skies and sunshine. And I think next week is turning to rain, which is not fun. So we're going to take advantage of the weather this weekend and make the most of our overnight trip before heading out. But so far, it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been good.
Really good. Really like it. I'm kind of dialing in this setup and I'm really liking it so far. Maybe a couple more tweaks and we're getting there. So stay tuned for some of those updates. But let's see where the road takes us. What we thought was going to be a quick hike to a waterfall ended up not only accounting for several hours, for good reason of course, but also due to the fact that we needed to rappel down a steep embankment for us to even reach the base of the waterfall. There you go, rappel down, babe. Go ahead and rappel down. Needless to say, the hike certainly counted for our workout of the day, and we haven't even gone back uphill yet. Though what awaited us around the river's bend was simply amazing. Yeah, this is pretty darn cool. Do you ever find those moments where you're at peace, relaxed, and for just a brief time the daily challenges are on pause? If the answer is yes, then keep doing what makes you happy. For those that are still finding these moments, I encourage you to step outside your comfort zone and take on new opportunities that bring these emotions. For me, it can be a hike just as this. Maybe minus the steep hill, of course, but you get my point. Trips like these can bring wonders to feeling refreshed, and with the hustle and bustle of our daily lives, you should treat yourself once in a while. Because you know what? You deserve it.
Hi. That's cool.
That was fun. But now we get to go back up that. I know it doesn't look steep on the camera, but there's a reason why they have the ropes to get you back up.
I think we should just go back to the falls.
Here we go. Now things might have been easier hadn't it been for my massive camera bag, but not knowing what we were in store for, I felt the urge to just bring everything.
Let's say it's my turn.
There you go. You got it. That's going to do it for us on this overnight trip. Stay tuned for what we have in store next time. Though as always, I sincerely appreciate your support, and until next time, safe travels.